The regime in Addis Ababa, when I knew them in the 1980s, Mr. Deputy Speaker, they were pro-Albanian Maoists, is the most militarized and heavily armed in Africa. It is in a state of perpetual war or preparation for war with one neighbour, Eritrea. It is supporting anti-government rebels with Western connivance, many believe, in Sudan. But most astonishing of all, the government of Ethiopia, this starving country, whose little children, fly-infested, kwashiorkor swollen, famished, famine-stricken children, has been encouraged, armed, trained, financed and otherwise facilitated to invade and occupy its neighbour Somalia and create a reign of terror in that land, which is testified to by this voluminous Amnesty International report, which if I had time I would extensively quote from. Somalia, under Ethiopian occupation, is the grimmest prison state in Africa. And who has done the encouraging, the arming, the training, the financing and the facilitating? The same US and British governments who donated the $90 million to the same Ethiopian government which is burning its money and burning the villages, the neighbourhoods and the people of occupied Somalia. This government is never done talking about the shortcomings of African leaders. Just last week in Rome, the Secretary of State for International Development was roaring at Robert Mugabe. Yet there has not been a squeak out of him or any other minister about the much bigger crime in which we are ourselves deeply complicit. Is it any wonder that African opinion considers so much of what we have to say about misgovernance in Africa to be the deepest, most cynical hypocrisy?